Hi, what's up? How is it going? In today's video, we are going to be looking at how to create background to suit your design. In this case, you don't need any background, from any website or whatever. But rather than going to the web and download background for your design, you can create your own background right in here in Coreldraw 2020. Without further ado, let's get to the game. So right now what we're going to do is to go over and just double click on rectangle, it snap into page. So right now at first we're going to play around with this color cyan. Let's make a copy. So what we're going to do, let's just make a copy of 3 to 4 backgrounds so that we can play around with that. So right now let's do 3. So what we're going to do right now, let's change this to magenta and this to green. So right now at first let's go over to this cyan first. So make a copy of that, then you go over and select royal blue for that. So right now this is where the magic starts. So what you're going to do is to go over and click on transparency tool. Automatically it brings up the sub menus of the two, which is this, no fill, uniform transparency, fountain transparency, then vector transparency, bitmap pattern transparency, then two color pattern transparency. So in this case we are going to be making use of texture transparency. Click on that, automatically it takes you here. So right now the sample of the pattern in which we have right here. So there are varieties of patterns that we can play around with. You can use that. So right now let's go for this. So right now as it is, what we're going to do is to just center this within the this first object. So what we're going to do is go over, select the pattern, then you go over and hold shift key on keyboard, select the box, then you hit C and E to center it within that. Can you see that pattern? There's a first pattern in which you can create to suit your design. So can you see the pattern design right there? So up to the next one. So this one right here, let's make a copy of this green, then you go over to this place to darken the copied object in which you copied. So right now let's make it a little bit darker. Let's use this. It's okay. So right now what you're going to do is to go over to your transparency to click on that, then you go over to texture transparency, click on that. After you might have click on that, then you go over to change the pattern to another pattern. So in this case we are going to make use of this, which is this one. Let's click on that, so automatically it changes. So regarding to this pattern, you can decide to make it bigger, then instead of making it tiles. So I think this is okay. So right now this is gonna be very suitable for the background. So what you're going to do is to go over and select your hold shift key on keyboard, then you select the green box, then you release your mouse and keyboard, then you hit on C and E. That takes you on the perfect alignment, center within the object, just like so. See, this is overwhelming. You can see this. This is the powerful trick that was embedded into Coreldraw 2020. Even Coreldraw 2020, Coreldraw X3, S4, all of them has this powerful pattern. So let's go over to the next one. So right now this next one, let's make a copy of this object, just like so. Then you go over to double click. So let's make that copied object a little bit darker, then you hit OK. So right now what we're going to do is to go through the same process and choose another pattern for that. So select your transparency tool, then you go over to this texture. So automatically it takes you to to the previous pattern, then you go over to this place to choose another pattern for this, next one. So right now what we're going to do is to go over and click on this one. Yeah, let's make it big. So one phenomenal thing that I truly want to share with you is that, so right from here you can choose sample 3 and all of that. A whole lot of things, a whole lot of patterns are there that you can play around with. Can you see it? So see this pattern. So everything is right inside this, Coreldraw, palette. Can you see this? So you can go over. If you are not okay with this pattern, you can decide to go over to the click on this place, choose the hits, then you go over to styles. So let's select right from here, so you can decide to change the pattern the way you truly want it to be. So let's go over to 7 and let's see what we have there. Can you see that? So in this case, let's go over and to 8. So right now let's go over and check what we have here. So let's select this. Can you see this pattern right here? So as this right now, let's center it within the object, just like so. So here we come to the end of the tutorial. Can you see the powerful tool in Coreldraw? So how you can really even use this to create your own background to suit your design. Can you see what we come out with, with this, tool? So right now, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the like button so that other people can benefit from what we are sharing right now, so that it will be helpful for those that wants to really even learn how to pattern their background, to suit their design. So thank you for visiting, and thank you for liking this video, and I thank you for visiting my YouTube channel, and those that are visiting for the first time, I thank you for visiting, and don't forget to hit that like button so that other people can benefit from what you're sharing right now. See you in the next video. Bye for now.